Welcome, everybody. Today is actually the first day we starting off this new podcast. The whole name of the movement is called the Majority Movement, but this one in particular right here is called UFC Uncut. And the reason I'm saying uncut is because on this podcast right here, you know, it's uncut. I gives my best observation, my best analytical observation of what the heck I feel. And ain't no sugarcoating. And the uncut comes in also because ain't nobody sponsoring me. This is me. This is my honest opinion. I'm not here to vilify, deprecate or assassinate no official agency's league. I'm not into that. I'm just gonna just tell you if a fighter's boo boo or if he's good. As simple as that. Or I might even give you my insight with some future predictions or some bets. You never know. This is the place to come to. This is the best unkept secret right here. The reason why I say it's the best unkept secret is because people not even hip to it right now. And for the people who get hip to it right now, you go see. Yet my picks, I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm not Nostradamus, but I promise you, you probably, if you're paying attention right now, can hear UFC in the background. You know what I mean? I purposely wanted this turned up at that, but this was on before I even started this podcast. As you can see, first day. Nothing spectacular and fancy here. If you're really observing and paying attention, you can see I am in the kitchen, that this is an oven behind me. But don't worry. Because even when things get better, I'm not going to go crazy beyond because I'm not like that. I'll probably get a room or something. But that's just the determination and passion I got for this UFC Uncut that I'm starting right here inside the kitchen. Huh. Now what you call that? Anyway, no need to stroke my ego, none of that. Let's get to the basics. Let's talk UFC. I don't really know Bellator. Like I said, I'm not here to vilify, assassinate, or deprecate no agency's character. I'm not. I don't know nothing about Bellator too much. I know a few fighters from UFC that went over there. To me, that's like the AAA, like arena ball for football. It's not, and UFC is like the NFL. I don't really pay attention too much to the AAA. Probably good fighters who need to be in the UFC that aren't, but I really don't pay attention too much to Bellator or anything else. And I feel like I'm wasting my time because, Bellator though, props. Hope you guys do good, props. But right now I'm UFC. That's the pinnacle. That's the zenith of this mixed martial arts competition thing that I like, Anyway, let's get to it. Jeremy Heathen Stevens, what y'all think? I'm gonna have a day also. I wanted to tell you guys where I'm gonna answer nothing but questions and everything. Like I'm asking what you guys think. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna find out exactly what you think because this is not just about me. I want you. I want you guys. I want the ones to see the followers when it's like little, like how it is now. And I'm gonna be able to say this is my person. That's been here since this episode, or because you're gonna see. Any of them you gonna remember this guy being in his kitchen. You gonna know. I should like label these type of episodes like volume 1 through whatever, or volume whatever. As long as I'm in the kitchen, like from the ground up, because I believe in that. You gotta work hard for what you want. You gotta grind and not make too many excuses, But back to it, Jeremy Stevens. What you think about that? I've always liked him. To me, he was like what everybody's hyped about Cody Garbrandt. He was doing that before Cody Garbrandt, to be honest. I mean, come on, man. When haven't you known Jeremy Heathen Stevens for bringing a fight, win, lose, or draw? Let's just be honest. Ain't that what you like? Ain't that what you want to see? If you get it on pay-per-view, ain't that what you want to pay for to see? The little Korean Superboy guy, cool. We got the Wonder Boy, Superboy, all the superhero stuff around. I don't know. Cause bottom line is, Superboy wasn't that super last night, going against Heathen Stevens, and that was to be expected. Heathen Stevens is literally an OG, and what I like about him, meaning an OG, he's like a veteran. He's like a veteran who don't even need to even consider or ponder the notion of retirement right now, due to the fact that he didn't have injuries. He didn't literally fought with I think one of his ligaments twisted the other way in the match and didn't give up and just fought it all out. Yeah, he did. Anyway, that's probably like one of his worst. I'm talking about as far as like knockout injuries, or head trauma, something real severe. He really hasn't took too much of a beating on that page, to be honest. Meaning that even though he's a little older, he doesn't have too much wear and tear unless it's coming from actual his training camps or injuries happen inside his gym. But besides that, he's still fresh to be the age he is. You get what I'm saying? Meaning, I say all that to say this: don't sleep on him. Even if he would have lost last night, I would still be telling you, depending in the fashion, if he would have lost then. But I've already said, like I said earlier, to reiterate, he fought with a ligament twisted the other way. So even if he would have, and he fought through that. So even if he would have lost, like I said, I still would tell you the same thing as if today, like was today, as it is. Don't sleep on him. Say he would have lost last night, I still would tell you, because I guarantee he wouldn't have lost due to no effort of giving up. I bet you that for sure. So it probably would have been a knockout, which is expected. This is a fight. A submission, which is expected. This is mixed martial arts. So, hey, win, lose, or draw, you just can't give up on these type of guys. They have what you call that wherewithal, that intestinal fortitude, man. It's that fight or flight syndrome. It's not none of that stuff they teach kids who weren't born with it, or how people learn a few moves and be one, two. No, it's none of that drill rehearsed stuff. Even Bruce Lee remember what Bruce Lee said? He even said that stuff was too rehearsed. It's not that, so it's something you have to be almost like embedded with, or bred with, or taught, It's called heart. You can't go buy that at GNC. You can't go buy that supplement called determination. You can't go buy that new supplement called that heart, will, drive, mind, body, win, discipline. When you play to win. Mind, body, win. WIND. Wind, discipline. When you play to win. You know what I mean? Mentality. And these dudes got it. Even when they bleeding, they still have it. And that's what I just love in a fighter. I don't care. Even Cody Garbrandt, he got his butt whooped, but don't count Cody Garbrandt out. I mean, honestly. His comeback fights, yeah, he's going to have to be, and show and work himself up. Yeah, true indeed. But, I mean, don't act like you probably won't see Dillashaw Cody Garbrandt again. I mean, that's highly plausible. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, the Dum Hum Choi, whatever, Superboy, let's call him that so I don't, keep messing his name up. The dude got potential, but he don't have potential when entering the water, them shark-infested waters. He's good on the preliminary card, rankings 10 through 15 level. When it's time to crack down from 10 on down to number 1, Dum Hum Choi, better go on and, sit up on over there and try to fight Sage Northcutt or one of them and, get his skills up to par, because when you come across these people like Heaven Stevens, these other people, I don't see it. And to be honest, I'm just being honest. I mean, if it ain't the Korean Zombie, I'm not messing with it when it comes to, too many of the Korean fighters. I ain't saying nothing against Korea, but I'm talking about if they ain't raw like the Korean Zombie, it ain't just Korea. Chinese, anything of the Asian ethnicity. To keep it real, the only one I feel that could have some gold on them, who keep winning and becoming MIA out the blue for weird reasons. He just comes MIA. But he'll come back and just win, and who's tough. Well, I watch take hits to the face. He's tough. I mean, it's Korean Zombie. I mean, Dana need to go get this dude and tell him, hey, all this hitting and missing, man, you got the people behind you. You talking about Korea behind this guy. Man, you might get better relations or better off relations, man. That could lead to more things. Us on better relations with Korea just because of him. He's putting Korea on the map. Who don't know the Korean Zombie? Anyway, I'm going, huh? But, the guy's good. The Superboy guy who lost last night, he's good. He just, don't really I don't know. Let's get to this. Is what I want to talk about. I'm not the type that's gonna do the whole card and all that. I know I should, but it's uncut. We get to the nitty gritty. We put that as a topic because that was the main event. You don't get no more nitty gritty than that unless something else on the undercard stole the show. And last night, I don't think nothing stole the show more than Jeremy Heath and Stevens. Next thing I want to talk about is what y'all think about this Amanda Nunes and this Chris Cyborg. What y'all think about that? Tell me. I know what I think. I think Nunes done peeped something about Cyborg that she feels she's willing to show and exploit. And that, hey, all these Cyborg followers and Cyborg scary cats out here, hey, you guys fall to that side. I see something. I don't have to do that and be a part of that. Because ain't nothing too much scary about Cyborg no more. I ain't saying, Cyborg weak. No, I'm not. But I don't think Amanda Nunes see nothing scary about Cyborg no more. I just don't. If this was like 10 years ago, I think Cyborg would have put finger mitts and tips all over Amanda Nunes. Absolutely. Amanda Nunes, she got just beat up by, not just, well, her last one, I actually remember her actually getting beat up was by Kat Zingano, but 10 years ago, we all know Cyborg would have put, like I say, hand, feet, mitts, and tips all over Nunes 10 years ago. Right now, I just think Nunes actually saw something, which I did. And it's like she's stiff. She's getting older. She's getting stiffer. That fluidity is not really there. It is once it's in motion, but as far as cracking it off, wow, that crisp, C-R-I-S-P, that crispness. Boom, that Cyborg back in Gina Carano type days, which is expected. She's older, but and as far as who's more crisper, because the punching power is there, meaning the punching power you got to cancel each other out because both of them possess punching power. That if the right punch lands on each or the other chin, it's a wrap, or it's gonna be the setup to the next punch that could cause it to be over. They hit hard for women. Let's get that off. And I'm not saying that's disrespect, but for the ladies, these ladies knocking dudes out. Cyborg, man, Nunes hit you right on your chin, dude, man or not, you go down. That's inevitable. So I'm saying as far as that, they both possess that, so that cross cancels each other out. The next best thing is grappling. They're both good at jiu-jitsu. That crosses each other out. The next thing is what? Youth. Crispness. I would just say youth. Let me take that back. Not youth. It's not youth. And I shouldn't even say that because I'm not the most spring chicken, but it's not that. It's the most athletic. And when it comes to that, it's not equal. See what I mean? The advantage is in Nunes. And part of that is attributed to her being more youthful. But it's not all necessarily. She's more fluid, right? She's more fluid, youthful or not right now. Let's go. Part of that might be attributed to her being youthful. I don't know. I'm not into all that part. Let's just get to this main part. I want you guys to pay attention. It's not equal. Like the others I said, the other attributes I said. She's more when she punches. Picture the fight when she fought Ronda. Pow, 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 pow. She was catching her like a long-armed, how can we say, like a Layla Ali, like a Hearns, Tommy Hearns. She knows how to use them arms, and she throws them like a guy. So, and she doesn't choke. The barbarian type of Herculean punches like Cyborg from all the weightlifting is different. Yeah, she possesses power. Her Cyborg, but Amanda does too, but hers don't come. Hers come pow, 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 like that. Axe Ronda. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference, and that's where I think the X factor lies, right there. Man, just gonna beat her to the snap. And that's just exactly like I just said. That's exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like popping a whip, snap. Pow! She's gonna catch a pow, and that's gonna be the difference. When big chokes way up out here, by the time it's here, Amanda go already reach it. It's Matador, El Conquistador, Matador time. And pretty soon, the bull gets tired. You put enough spears in it. Just come conditioned, which shouldn't be a problem. Conditioning, prepare for this fight. If I was Amanda, I would tell her I would focus mainly on conditioning. Because if you pay attention, it looks like, they're almost in that same category. Remember how we were identifying similar attributes about them? When it comes to the conditioning department, let's keep it honest. Amanda Nunes conditioning is questionable, and Cyborg's is too. But what advantage that I believe can go into Amanda? She's more fluid. She could. I don't know. I don't know about that part. But whoever comes in. I just believe if Amanda focus on that fluidity and that snapping, in sparring, I would have like people just rushing her drills, rushing her, and she's I probably, just coming at her, like women bigger coming at her, and she's moving, and they let people just run at her. Another one, boom, get him, another one, turn around, get her. I believe that'll be the recipe to beat Cyborg. I believe a lot of them drills should be assimilated where, just how they repeat somebody coming at her like that and she gets off with a set or a combination. She should also run through drills where that person, they let her go, like Marcego, they let a person go and that person grabs her, a big person, where she has to physically get out of a clinch, where they're making her get grabbed. You get what I mean? Like she can't, like go. The person comes, boom, grabs her. That person a little bigger. That person is to emulate, duplicate, or replicate a person with the physicalities of Chris Cyborg, basically. You know what I'm saying? So just in case she slips when trying to snap and get caught, she's used to grappling with somebody bigger than her. You see what I'm saying? And I believe she would walk up out of there a two-way champion, the first woman to do that, just like how Conor done did it, and all of them. And everybody talking about what Conor done did, yeah, that's true. But maybe if they're talking about simultaneously, yeah, he probably did simultaneously, but. To be honest, I think a lot of them are replicating what BJ Penn did, but BJ Penn, the one I know back in the days that went up different divisions and got the belt. I don't know how they doing it, but maybe I gotta go with the new fashion. And since everybody Conor, no, BJ Penn, go back, do your history. He might has the most. I might be wrong. Don't quote me, but I'm willing to bet if he's not number one, and I believe he's number one. He's number two as far as UFC fighter that held a championship in different divisions. I'm not saying simultaneously, no. I mean, I believe he didn't get the welterweight belt. I don't know. I think he did. Did he get the lightweight belt? I mean, didn't he get? I don't know. I think it's him, Conor. I don't know. Put like this. Don't forget. And if it is, hey, gotta get props to BJ, right? Now, simultaneously, yeah, But anyway, I could get all into that debate. Y'all get what I'm saying. So, let's give homage and respect to the ones who really been doing it. Might not have been hyped up and promoted like Conor was, but BJ Penn, man. And speaking of BJ Penn, let's get to this Hawaii thing coming on, man. Max Holloway, what y'all think about that? Yeah, good fight. I think you better chill out on the last conversation he had, which was real recent. I was like less than a week ago, saying some tweets about, I think it was to the effect that if nobody wanted to fight, he'll fight Khabib, or maybe he was just saying he wanted to fight Khabib. Hey, I love the kid. If you want to, do it. Do it. I would love to see it. You think I wouldn't? I would love to see it. I would love to. I just think right now, I don't know. Be a good fight. I just think Khabib go get on something and shake something like a little pit. Like when he go, I think he just know enough for the hand part to just, get past it, or enough. He got enough jawbone to absorb it and like if it ain't the big knockout, he just don't fall down. And I think when he get in, I think that hunger, man, of that dude comes out, man. And for me to go against somebody with Khabib, it's gonna have to be somebody I see get in there, damn near do the same thing and maul somebody. Don't be boring like That one guy, Kamal Kamustin or Kamal, whatever the guy, fought on the card just last night with Don Choi and Stevenson, the African Nigerian nightmare who talks all that smack. Super born with a capital B. If I could ever even probably had got in this sport and was that weight, I'd fight that fool. I'm just saying. Anyway, born, man. Born, man. You heard the crowd booing. It ain't just me. Like we said, this UFC uncut, man. So you guys can say what you want to say. I'm not here to even try to start nothing. You know, I'm just being honest. It's like me saying I think Paige Van Zandt's the best female fighter in the world. Y'all gonna get mad if I say I don't think she is. I don't think she is. I just don't. I think she's hype. I think Sage Northcutt hype. Is he talented? Yeah. On that level. On that 1, 2. Yeah, on that level, yeah. I'll take Sage Northcutt in the hood, West Oakland. 14 Peralta, maybe somewhere around there. Probably about 7th Street by West Oakland Bar Station. Let him loose over there. By Old Cypress Village, about 7th Street. I think they're gonna run Sage Northcutt up out of there. You know, and all that 2-2-1, 2-2-2. When that 1-2-1. Now you're gonna be hitting 9-1-1. If anything, but anyway, that's what I'm saying. Alright, here's another thing I want to talk about. Another fight I feel could possibly be an upset coming. I'm not going to act like I'm the only one talking about it. It's a couple people because I've been browsing, surfing, listening to other different people talking about it. And I've heard 2 people say something I've been kind of feeling. And what I've been kind of feeling is like DC time is done. As far as being a champion real soon. I smell it. I smell it. I don't know why, I just smell it. I smell that it could come as soon possibly as this next fight. I'm not saying it's go happen, but I'm just telling you. And this is an easy thing to say, and I don't want to count it as a prediction because it's not nothing firm. I want my things as a prediction to be counted as when you hear me on this podcast or my show say that this is my prediction, count that. Because this is not really necessarily a prediction. This is easy. I can say this with any fight and be a winner if that's the case, but I'm not saying it's going to be this fight. I'm just saying I really feel it coming. And I'm going to say this, and mark my word on this. This is what I will say. He won't be champion next 2 fights. Now what? That lets you know I'm serious. I say next 2. Starting with this one coming up. Yeah. With that Vulcan guy. You know what I'm talking about. I can't say his name. It's hard. You know, Volkman, Garushman, whatever, you know what I mean. I'm mixing up with the Nigerian nightmare. It's Russian, Vulcan. Ballhead guy, he's about to fight on the same card as with Francis and Stiope. That match. I'm counting that as that one. I really don't want my honest opinion. I know y'all do because we uncut. But my honest opinion, I'm not going to put it down as a prediction. Matter of fact, I can. It's not a prediction, but here's just my opinion. And if it happens to happen, y'all, at least y'all have to know choice but to say this. He said that. And here it is. I believe he loses in this fight coming up. I really do. I really do. I really do. I'm serious. I really believe it. I believe he loses. But I believe he loses like with an uppercut in the clinch. I see it. I swear I see it. Like he goes for his famous DC clinch, trying to put him up against the cage, and this Vulcan dude shoots up the middle, boom, 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 and catches a DC with an uppercut and wobbles him. I see uppercut, because I don't see this guy getting DC head up wrestler for wrestler. I don't see it happening. I don't see the dude getting DC strike for strike from the stand-up while both fighters are full aware and DC is aware. Therefore, this punch that I'm talking about is going to come from where he doesn't see it. And that only is going to come where I feel they're going to lock. And being that they are a wrestler and DC don't wrestle, I believe DC is going to engage in his own demise. How about that? Yeah. I believe it's going to be DC. It's going to engage in that wrestling inside that clinching and that wrestling before they go to that wrestling and that clinching. That mysterious punch is going to get thrown. And it's going to be the setup. I might be wrong. I just see weird stuff like that. I really felt and kept saying it. It's even on my Facebook. But that's not mean nothing that I'm some prophet. Everybody says things that happens and pick 'ems. Just what you tell about the ones you were right about, you have to tell the ones you were wrong about. And like last night on the Jeremy Stevens Superboy Dom Choi, it was fights on there I was wrong about. I could have swore that Michael Johnson in his own hometown was going to put it down for the soil on his hometown ground. And he ended up getting knocked out, slap on the ground. That was to me what you call a gimme, just to show you how unpredictable, like rolling dice, these fights are. You see that? In his own hometown, swerping down, nobody was gonna beat him like in his home. Got caught, and that dude, what was his name? I hate to forget. How can I forget his name? Argentina or whatever that guy was to beat. Matter of fact, I'm disrespecting him, but I remember his name. Keep your eyes on him. This dude is a stud. He fought, kept coming forward, kept taking a lick, and kept pushing it. Kind of reminds you of a younger Gaethje, but a little more younger, not all beat up. You know, I like him. Michael Johnson is proven to be a person under pressure who's known to crumble. It's starting to seem like when somebody decides to step up and fight him back. Similar and reminiscent to Edson Barboza, huh? But I can't say nothing about Edson Barboza because I used to talk real bad about Edson Barboza. I really did. I'd be a lie if I said I didn't. I thought he was one of them fancy stage Northcutt guys who just was pretty in their own category with all the fancy spinning kicks and all that. And when somebody fought him, I told everybody he crumbled up and he act like that, you know. But at first he came out so pretty and but when I saw him fight Khabib, man, my whole outlook of that dude changed, man. As far as his intestinal fortitude, he had ample opportunity in that fight to quit when Khabib was smothering him. He could have easily quit. He didn't quit. The fool still kept fighting. From now on, I will. That's just me. That's weird how the sport can change you like that. But what made it actually change for me is that he actually showed me something that made me look at him better than the light I looked at him as. And as a real man, you got to be honest about that. And that was that, man. You showed you actually starting to grow a pair, man. Because I can recall this fight, you was doing good to Hita, then you gave this, but that was your hardest fight I've ever saw you in. And on the flip side of that coin, that was the best display of intestinal fortitude on your part that you displayed also. It sounds almost like an oxymoron to the point I'm explaining something where he actually got beat up in actually being a fight that actually made me like him. But the underlying factor on why is because he was getting beat up in, but the boy kept fighting. How can you not like somebody who keeps fighting while getting beat up? I mean, even I had to keep it real. Hats off. I tell myself that. Okay, next. Woo! Man, I feel like I need some. I've had something to drink. Beverage, you know, because we over here talking like we really in this octagon and we ain't nothing but in the kitchen. But man, hey, it's going down. It's hot in here. But I can stand the heat, so I'm going to stay in the kitchen. They say if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. So look. Here's the next one I'm going to talk about. Uh-oh. You already know the fight got canceled. Well, not really canceled. It ain't the original fight. It's not going to be Robert Whittaker against Luke Rockhold. Whittaker sustained injuries, we all know, and now he's out. Rockhold still in. They supplemented Whittaker with who? Roel Romero. Uh-oh. Rockhold against Romero. Uh-oh. What y'all think about that? I know what I believe. I know what I think. I know what I believe. I know what I think. I think. I mean, we see more. I don't know. Don't even go with it. I can't believe it. You think. That don't even make sense. Okay, look. So it might not be, because that was the truth. Think, believe. Maybe I am kind of 50-50, but I would say, so what's the mutual word between think and believe? Okay, I'm leaning to the side more that whoo, that's gonna be a fight. gonna be a fight, man. Woo! Hey, you know I'm gonna love this station because I know a real UFC fan gonna be watching this and be like, man, I love this channel. I love this dude. This dude keeps it real straight up, and it's just the feelings, it's the pauses you get when you're a fan, just like Justin. I'm gonna have to think. I'm trying to give you guys an answer, and I couldn't for the next 5 seconds. I was like, "Whew, that's gonna be a fun." See, that's when you're a fan. Oh God, I don't know. What do you think, man? You got athleticism. Oh, okay. I'm gonna weigh it up again for you. I don't know. Both good athletes. They're both on that. You gotta give them both that. Come on now, they're both. One dude's an Olympic wrestler. Come on, man. For Cuba, one guy just a good rock hole tough. He could do stuff. I can't hate on Luke. Might not like his attitude, but he rock hole ain't no. Okay, but now listen. They both athletic, but one comes with athleticism and power. That's Yoel. But here's the side note to Mr. Yoel. Athleticism and power with a suspect, excuse me, gas tank. Uh-oh. He's known to get tired, reminiscing of, I forget that one guy name, the little short guy name, the little short buff guy name. Oh my God. Anyway, he gets tired. Man, what's that one guy, man, I'm thinking about, man? He had the suspension for the drug test. A little short, dude. Anyway. And see, Luke Rockhold not known for getting tired, so that can be the determining factor. If nothing explosive happens within the first 2, the 3rd round guaranteed messing with Yoel. The fight go past the 3rd level with Yoel, the fight goes to Rockhold guaranteed. Yoel, because one thing I can say about Rockhold, conditioning is a must coming from AKA messing with Daniel Cormier, even though he's not no more, but he started with them and he just left AKA, so he still got this in his system, meaning it's still in him, meaning the training ethic of this, of the basic cores of conditioning, messing with Daniel and Cain Velasquez, man, them guys push the pace, so you can't say he and Javier Mendez, the coach over there, wasn't drilling them on conditioning. I mean, that's what they do over there. They pushing condition, man. So, but hey, so you know what I mean? If Rockhold hold him up 3rd round stay, I think he got Yoel. You saw what Whitaker did, man. Hey, Yoel, quiet as his kept as a person. Here's what I believe. This just me. Maybe a little something I'm thinking. Like my daughter says, I got an idea. I'm thinking Yoel's the type of person, you fight him back, he might be the big bully fighting back. And things might change. That's just some my advice. He's tough. He'll get you. Do he know the basics to get the average person? Yes. Did you get another person that know the average basics? I believe also they're willing to look at him like what? All of them what? Right back in his face and establish alpha? I believe Yoel might be like, this doesn't happen to me often. What do I do? Yeah, that's just me. Like my daughter say, thinking mode, you know. But anyway, last thing I want to talk about before I go, you guys. I know I'm probably talking the wax out your ears, but you know what? That's what I want to do. So listen, anyway. Check it out, you guys. I'm Juice. Woo! See me shaking away and I'm Juice. Because what I'm talking about now. You see it? Look at the vein coming out my dick. I'm straight. You see? Stipe and Francis. Yeah, what y'all want for that? It's going down. I know. I know y'all all said Steve ain't gonna look. I know, and he might just, the possibilities of him getting whooped is high. So it's not gonna be hard to believe, but boy, for the person who puts some money down on Stipe that night, and if Stipe wins, ching ching, they're gonna cash out, baby. And don't think it's that unlikely. We are all forgetting that everything Nagano has done to these people, Stipe has done it too to the same people. We're also forgetting that when Stipe did it, these guys that Nagano did it too, they were older. Stipe did it while these guys were younger in their prime. Ooh, makes a difference, doesn't it? But not too much. It is a point to think about and ponder on. He did the same to Alistair Overeem too. He did it young when Alistair was younger, more healthier. I mean, Alistair was older when he got whooped by Nagano. I think it was gonna happen regardless. He was gonna get whooped by Nagano, but I'm just saying, they like, knockout, same, both. Got to fault Mark Hunt, you know what I mean? It's got to fault, Andre Arlovski. Andre Arlovski was all beat down just like his, let me shut up. I'm about to say just like, that's wrong. Shut up. You ain't got nothing good to say. Keep your mouth closed. Anyway, so, but I still do think it's time for that belt to get passed. I do. And it don't have nothing to do about race or none of that, man. I don't care about all that black and white. It's about wrong and right, man. That's just me. That's me. And to me, that's that shallow-minded stuff. I swear. Then we're going to be some of the most fastest people to get blocked, whoever have anything. You can say whatever you want, but one thing I'm not going to tolerate that I will block off top is just people who bring racism into our reviews, whatever. You can say, hey, Zo, Matt, you got the biggest, ugliest head in the world. I promise you I won't block you. I won't. Not that fragile, man. Everybody can't like me. I might say something about a fighter that you like. If you didn't like what I said, and you have the right to say what you want. But I am going to be so petty if that's what it has to be labeled, since, hey, it's freedom of speech. Well, I'm going to be petty to do somebody like that. Then I'm going to be petty. If I hear this one person on this review say something racial about this other person even, it don't have to be just about me. I'm going to block you. You're going to have to come in with another alias or something. I just don't play that. I don't like that. I hate that. I think the world gets so much further if we could just eliminate that instead of acting like we're eliminating it, but really still. And it's every race. It ain't just white people I'm accusing, black people, you guilty too, Latin people you guilty too. Not all, but we all got some of that in our heart that if we just put in the way, man, come on, because none of that has nothing to do with anything. You know what I mean? It's not like it's no relevance for that. It's not. If you're not gonna like nobody, like them based on whatever you don't want to like them for. But skin can't talk. Skin can't cuss you out. My skin can't, man. Anyway, back to the UFC thing, because I want to start getting into this. And how ironic, this is Martin Luther King's day. I kid you not. So I don't want to act like, and this wasn't no pre-rehearsed, nothing about race or nothing. I'm not going to stay talking about it. Rest in peace, Martin Luther King. Honestly, he was a harbinger. He was a good person who, did what he did, Just like anybody of whatever race. I don't care what race. If today was your day and I felt you did something, meaning you wanted to see less violence, more peace, and people unite, man, I'm with you, man. If brains can unite instead of divide, man, we'd be cold. We'll be cold. Just think about that, man. The brain don't care if it unites and collaborates with an Asian brain. I mean, two brains better than one. It's just simple. Anyway, man. Stipe Francis. I think I said what I said about it. No, I really didn't. You want my prediction? I knew. You heard that. Remember I say what to count as my predictions and what I say don't count me as predictions for the first podcast segment of the day? I gave you one. And I'm not just saying it, just hear me out before you throw me out. I'm not just saying it because everybody else is saying it. This is called UFC Uncut. Uncut meaning the real. As far as that match goes, Stipe, Francis, I repeat, anew. Have a good day, everyone. God bless.